Everybody get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
Huntington Center, it is now time for the very first competition of the event, JCB Racing. Our 8 Monster Jam superstars have been seated into an order based on a draw. They'll be racing against the clock to see who can get around this track the fastest. The fastest time will win the racing crown, but also the very first 8 points of the event. All right, Toledo, this is your first opportunity. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
First to the line, keep up that energy for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Our first competitor to pull to the line here in the JCB Racing competition, where it's driver and machine versus the clock. Let's go green! The time for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco is 11.083. That is the time to beat. Once again, that time for El Toro Loco is an 11.083. Our next competitor is ready to pull to the line. Give it up for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. John Zimmer Jr. has got one of the best racing records here on this series. He's proven himself to be a speedy competitor. Can he get the fastest time? Let's go green! John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity comes in with a time of a 9.958. Once again, that time for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is a 9.958. She's ready to take a bite out of the competition. Give it up for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Looking for her first JCB Racing win here today in the Huntington Center. She's got to stay tight on those corners and low to that pod. Go green! Angelina Knock in Megalodon coming in with a time of a 12.138. Once again, that time for Megalodon was a time of a 12.138. Next to pull to the line, clear the tarmac, it's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Proven dark horse here in the JCB racing competition. So far in the series, Montana Robbins walking away with 5 JCB racing wins under his belt. Today, he's looking for racing win number 6. Let's go green! The time for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is a 10.605. Once again, that time for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is a time of a 10.605. Next to pull to the line, put your hands together for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Matt Cody in Gravedigger knows he's got to stay tight on those corners, tight on the last corner, coming wide enough but low enough to cross that finish line first. Matt Cody in Gravedigger looking for racing win number 7. Matt Cody in Gravedigger coming in with a time of a 10.723. Once again, that time for Gravedigger was a time of a 10.723. Get those zombie arms ready for John Zimmer in Zombie. Our next competitor is looking to knock out his son with the fastest time so far on the JCB racing track. Will be a veteran of the sport, prove to be enough here today. It's survival of the fastest. Let's go green! Zombie coming in with a time of 11.045. Once again, that time for Zombie was 11.045. Next up, she took the win every event last weekend. Make some noise for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Your JCB racing winner 5 times last weekend. Looking to ride that wave of momentum. Sparkle Smash coming in with a time of 11.454. Once again, that time for Sparkle Smash was 11.454. Your final competitor pulls to the line. Make some noise for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train, looking for JCB Racing number 8 for him under his belt here today. He's got to knock out John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity if he wants to claim those first 8 points. Could it be his? Let's go green! The time for Crazy Train is 11.236. Toledo, that means your JCB Racing winner is John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity claims the first 8 points of the event, making this JCB Racing win number 8 of the season. With a tight points battle between him and Gravedigger, 8 points here could be just enough to make the difference. Looking to widen that gap. Give it up for him one more time. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity.
John Zimmer Jr., I don't think you could get any faster than that. You definitely are the fastest one here this weekend and so far, because it's leading you to be on top of the points leaderboard. You're kicking it off in a good way. What is the strategy going on to the next event?
Just gonna keep staying consistent. That was a smooth, quick pass. I thought it was kind of slow, but once I saw the other drivers going, I was like, man, that was just good enough. I'm just holding on tight. Can't count any of these other guys out, guys and girls. They are bad fast on this track. Super pumped to get the first 8 points, put me on top of the overall series point. It's only up from here.
And now we're coming up to your favorite competition, because you've mentioned how much you like it so much. It is Monster Jam two-wheel skills. And usually a lot of the skills tend to look the same after a while. So do you have any new tricks up your sleeves that we can expect here in the next competition?
Definitely gonna use what I know in the truck, stick to the basics, but then throw it into some crazy moves, what we call combos, front wheels, sending that to the back wheels. Sometimes it gets all crazy, gets down on the side, big crashes, anything can happen coming up. We got Steel's competition coming up. We're just getting started, Toledo. You guys having some fun?
Let's give it up one more time for John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity.
Take a look at that BKT overall event leaderboard up on the video board right now. Terminal velocity, John Zimmer Jr. takes that first place spot with a total of 8 points, claiming the win of the first competition. And you can see the points are distributed due to those times and exactly how they've placed. So we've got Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy in second place with a total of 7 points. Gravedigger in a total of 6 points in third place. John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie holding out that 4th place spot with a total of 5 points. El Toro Loco in 5th, Crazy Train in 6th, Sparkle Smash in 7th, and Megalodon in 8th. But with 8 points on the line in our next competition, coming up, it could be anyone's game to shake up that leaderboard. The two-wheel skills competition is coming up next, and in this competition, this is where you'll see those crazy stoppers, poppers, wheelies, and so much more that you've seen gone viral on the internet. We're bringing it right to the track, and you will be the judges of this competition.
Toledo, I've got my buddy Julian over here. We're just talking about how awesome that racing competition is. You were mentioning you have a favorite Monster Jam truck. Can you tell us, what is your favorite Monster Jam truck?
The first place one, I still don't know the name.
You talking about Terminal Velocity, John Zimmer Jr.?
Yep.
I don't blame you. He is awesome. He's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. Do we got any other Terminal Velocity fans in the house? Yeah, look at them over there. That's what I'm talking about. All right, well, you just witnessed a racing competition. Now it's your turn to compete in another racing competition, but this time it's for a prize. You're going to get the chance to win a pass for you and your buddies over here to go to the post-show meet and greet and meet all of the drivers and get their pictures and autographs. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, you're going to take a look at that video board right over there. You have 3 choices. We have Sparkle Smash. We have a JCB Digatron and Zombie. Which of these 3 Monster Jam trucks do you think is going to win this race?
Well, from the score from the last race, I'm just going to pick Sparkle Smash.
So based on the last race, you're going with Sparkle Smash. All right, check out the video board. Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, send it. Sparkle Smash is coming out last. Wait, nope. Pass Zombie coming around that first turn. We got JCB Digatron making a huge moves, coming out in front. Zombie making a late push around that sharp turn. Those sharp turns, man, they get you. Currently in last, are you still confident about your pick?
And kinda.
You're not sure?
I am sure.
And you are sure indeed. A Sparkle Smash coming from behind, wiping out the competition. Because of that, Julian, check it out. You're going to get a pass to the post-show meet and greet. You're going to get to meet all the drivers, get their autographs, take pictures with them. It's going to be pretty darn awesome. If you guys want to come to the post-show meet and greet, there's still some time. There's still some spots left. We've got a QR code right now. Sales end around halftime. So scan that QR code and lock in your spot to the post-show meet and greet.
We're kicking it off with our next competition. It's going to be filled with action where every driver has 2 attempts to pull off their best 2-wheel move. And we say that their destiny is literally in your hands because, Carlos, we know that now is the time for our Toledo Monster Jam fans to shine at judgeszone.com.
Exactly. Now the power is in your hands to crown our champion. So remember, judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. You'll see that QR code all night. Go on that website, lock in your code TOL. That way you can score after every single run. Remember, you guys are scoring the totality of all of the passes. They're going to get 2 attempts in the 2-wheel skills. You're going to score them both as a whole. Remember, judgeszone.com. Once these ribbon boards go red, 20 seconds left, the power is in your hands. But enough talking, let's get to the action. Make some noise for the 2-wheel skills challenge.
Up first, let's see those shark attacks. It's Angelina Knock in Megalodon.
sticking, the landing, waving to the fans, some variety. Give it up, Angelina Knock in Megalodon. Those ribbon boards are red, so that means you have 20 seconds. 20 seconds left. Lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com.
An absolutely fantastic way to kick off the two-wheel skills competition. Angelina Knock in Megalodon, it comes out with two successful maneuvers here to kick us off. We see her really looking for that sweet spot out on the track. Then she throws that Monster Jam truck up. You even saw her waving a little bit to the fans on that second attempt. So let's see exactly, Toledo, what you thought of that run. We've got the scores locked in. The score for Angelina Knock in Megalodon is... That's a score of a 7.053. That is the score to beat. Next to hit the track, make some noise for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash.
Some grace, some class. Give it up for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. 15 seconds left. Judgeszone.com. Score now, score now.
Another great run here in the two-wheel skills competition. Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash coming in. You see on that second maneuver, she's able to quickly save it back landing on 4 BK tires. Looked like she had a little more up her sleeve, but gets 2 great attempts in. You can see her filling out the track and really making that look easy out on the track. Let's see what you guys thought. We've got your scores locked in. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is... That's a score of a 7.213. That is your new score to beat. Next up, it's time to clear the train tracks. It's Triton Robbins in Crazy Train.
Toledo, show them those conductor arms.
He's still got one attempt remaining.
Off the rails, onto the track. Give it up for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Couple of different moves there. You got to see a combo. But what did you think, Toledo? Score now at judgeszone.com and let us know.
Triton Robbins in Crazy Train coming out, a fantastic run. That first attempt, he throws you guys a combo there out on the track, able to balance that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck up on two BKT tires. He's out there adding combinations on the track. Let's see if you think he did enough. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is 7.973. That's a 7.973. We've got a new leader. Next truck, it's time to clear the tarmac. It's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Could be trouble on the track for Montana Robinson Playing Crazy. Waiting for word from the officials, seeing if he can get word to refire. Sounds good. Looks like he's good to go. He's ready for the run. First attempt underway. He's still got one attempt remaining.
Make some noise, Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Judgeszone.com, lock in your scores, showing us a variety of setups, a wheelie across the pod. Keaton, that was a little more aggressive and creative than we've seen from Montana Robbins so far, showing us some improvement.
You're so right about that, Carlos. Montana Robbins coming out after that strong run, going for almost like a 3 triple combo there in the end, looking to take the lead from his big brother. did he do enough to do so? Let's check it out. The score for Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy is so close to 7.710. Right now, that's good enough for second place. Next to hit the track, get those Toro horns ready for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco.
Is open. Let's make some noise for Fernando Martinez and Toro Loco. Judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com. Lock in your scores.
Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Coming out here in the two-wheel skills competition. Definitely looking to take the lead with a run like that. Adds that extra pizzazz. Of course, we as the Monster Jam fans love to see smoke come out of that El Toro Loco, but then you add in crazy maneuvers, successful attempts. Let's see what you guys thought of the run. We have the scores locked in. The score for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco is... it's an 8.108. We have a new leader. Looking for another win, it's John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. A crazy combination as attempt number 1.
Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. Absolutely the combo king here on Arena Central, but it's all up to you guys at judgeszone.com.
You know, Carlos, I think it's pretty obvious why he earned that title of Combo King. Toledo, he wants to know what you thought of that run. And you know what? I'm so jealous of the fans that got popcorn for that run, because it is absolutely insane to watch how long John Zimmer Jr. has been able to make these combinations by stringing together these maneuvers. So let's see what you thought. We got the scores locked in. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is... That's a 9.285. We have a new leader. This next competitor is looking to take that all away. Make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Is open for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Showing us 2 solid attempts, even going on 1 wheel for his first attempts. Locking your scores at judgeszone.com.
Carlos, you said it perfectly. Somebody's got to tell Matt Cody he only needs to go on 2 of these BKT tires. You see him up on the pod. He's able to put it up on 2, take it to 1, save it back to 4, and all in his first attempt. Toledo, what'd you think? We got the scores officially locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Matt Cody in a Gravedigger is... It's a solid score. It's a 7.979. Right now, you decided that was good enough for second place. Check it out, the Super Glued to the Action replay. This is the moment I'm talking about here, where he's up on 2 of those BKT tires, walking it across the top of that pod. You see him add a little throttle to the situation, almost loses it on 1 and back to 4. The control, the precision, the momentum. You all thought that earned a 7.979. Last but not least, one final competitor here in the competition. Get those zombie arms ready. It's John Zimmer in Zombie.
Of the grave onto the track. Give it up for John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. Only a couple seconds left to lock in your scores. Judgeszone.com.
You know what, Carlos? I love the way John Zimmer in Zombie just gets straight to that action. You can see it a little bit in the greener drivers. They look for that sweet spot. It's so cool for me to watch that approach and how it's different, and we get to see him pull off 2 successful maneuvers. A jaw-dropping performance, but the final truck in the competition. We've got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is a 7.369, a solid score, but that means your winner of the 2-wheel skills competition is John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. 2 competition wins. We've got the potential to see a Terminal Velocity clean sweep here in Toledo. Kicking it off, this is John Zimmer Jr., his 15th 2-wheel win.
John Zimmer Jr., you are absolutely dominating out here in Ohio. Like we said, this was your favorite competition. What about this competition makes it your favorite?
Just getting super technical behind the wheel of these trucks, doing these tricks. It looks like we're playing with RC cars out here once you get it dialed in. It's so fun as a driver to come out here and do it, but it's also so awesome to hear you guys jumping and screaming when we're all out here in our trucks. It's truly what drives us to try to come out here and put on a good event for you guys. That's what we do it.
And then, of course, after our halftime, we will be coming back to everyone's favorite competition, which is Monster Jam Freestyle. What other secret tricks do you have up your sleeves? Because it's not always that we get to see the same things over and over, especially in a competition like Freestyle.
Freestyle is not just about tricks. We got 60 seconds to come out here, do whatever we want on this dirt, jump it high, throw it into stoppies, get wild, get crazy, get it into saves, get it into crashes. That's what freestyle is about. We're coming up on halftime, Toledo. We're just getting started, but who's ready for some freestyle?
There you have it. Let's hit it up one more time for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
An exciting first half of our Monster Jam event already underway with 2 competitions done. A fantastic day to be a Terminal Velocity Monster Jam fan. But this is Monster Jam halftime right here. We've got plenty more still to come. We want to encourage you to get up, stretch your legs, get out on to the concourse. You can check out our Monster Jam merchandise, but you want to make your way back to your seats because we've got the halftime report with our pit reporter, Karina. Freestyle, motocross, and more Monster Jam action headed your way after our Monster Jam halftime.
Oh, motocross! Now remember, Toledo, we only have one rule when it comes to freestyle motocross. Here in Monster Jam, the louder you get, the higher they'll fly. So let's get ready to meet each one of our superstars. You gotta make some noise when they get to the top of that ramp. First, they're gonna do a couple of laps here on the track. And of course, every time they hit that ramp, and I mean every single time, we want you to make some noise for our superstars of freestyle motocross. All right, Toledo kicking it off. First to the ramp, we have Nick Desmond. Up next with a shiny green bike is TJ Tiffany. Third up on the ramp, Greg Duffy. And last but certainly not least, Scott Murray. So what do you say, Toledo? Let's make some noise for freestyle motocross! Nice double-handed seat grab from Greg Duffy. But Toledo, they're just getting warmed up. Let's make some noise! That's a nice lazy boy from TJ Tiffany. A almost perfect kiss of death from Scott Murray. We got one more lap. Let's go, Toledo! We have one rider remaining. Let's make some noise. Now that was absolutely fantastic. A great way to get warmed up and started here. You gentlemen all warmed up? Ready to go? Yep. All right, Toledo, Do you want some more? That's what I'm talking about. And you will get more because it's time for the best trick competition of freestyle motocross, where our 4 superstars will take to the skies and fly from one side of the arena to the other, giving you their best stylish trick. And we're gonna need your help to determine who will win the best trick competition by using those smartphones and heading over to judgeszone.com and locking in your score for each one of our superstars. So Toledo, who's ready for the best trick competition?
Up first, make some noise for Nick Desmond. Nick Desmond is from Norfolk, Massachusetts. He's been riding with Monster Jam for 4 years. He's been riding for a total of 19 years, and today he's bringing you his best trick on his Yamaha YZ. One more time, Toledo, give it up for Nick Desmond.
Let's make some noise for Nick Desmond! Kicking off the best trick competition in the only way he knows how, with style and flair. Time to head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores now.
Nick Desmond going first here in the best trick competition for freestyle motocross, and I always say that first rider has such a tough job to set the bar for the rest of the competition, but Toledo, you've got a tough job too. Let's check it out. We got the scores locked in. The score for Nick Desmond is... it's a 7.690. That is the score to beat. Up next, make some noise for your next rider. It's TJ Tiffany. TJ Tiffany is from Orlando, Florida, and he's an international stunt rider. He's been a part of some of the highest grossing movies in America, such as Bad Boys for Life and Avengers Endgame. You might even catch him on this season of Outer Banks. Today, he's bringing you his best trick on his Kawasaki KX 450. One more time, Toledo, give it up for TJ Tiffany.
Cranking it up a notch, it's TJ Tiffany! All right, Toledo, it's time to head on over to judgeszone.com and let him know what you thought of his best trick compared to Nick's.
TJ Tiffany feeling good after that best trick attempt, and as he should. The crowd got loud on that. He knew he had to turn up the heat there in the competition and is looking to take Nick Desmond out of the lead. Let's check it out. The score for TJ Tiffany is... it's an 8.942. We have a new leader. Next up, make some noise for Greg Duffy. Greg Duffy is from Graysonville, Maryland. He's a 2016 Nitro World Games winner, and he performed the world's first double front flip in a professional competition while at Nitro Games in Salt Lake City. Today, he's bringing you his best trick on his Kawasaki KX 450. One more time, Toledo, give it up for Greg Duffy.
Let's get those scores locked in for Greg Duffy. Time to head on over to judgeszone.com and let him know what you thought of his no hands flip compared to TJ Tiffany's.
Third to go here in the competition, Greg Duffy looking to walk away with that title of Best Trick winner once again. He was able to do so last weekend. We got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Greg Duffy is... it's a 9.206. We have a new leader. One rider remaining. Toledo, make some noise for Scott Murray. Scott Murray is from Helps, Michigan. He's been riding professionally for 23 years. He's a 2008 Navy Moto Best Trick World Champion. He's bringing you his best trick and all of his talent into the Huntington Center on his Yamaha YZ 450F. Toledo, one more time, give it up for Scott Murray.
Let's get those scores locked in for Scott Murray. Head on over to judgeszone.com and let him know what you thought of his variation backflip compared to Greg's.
Toledo, I don't know what you did, but you did something right. These gentlemen are battling it out to win, walking away with that title, but it can only be one of them. We saw Scott Murray come in, adding that little extra layer of difficulty, so let's check it out. We've got the current score to beat right now, held by Greg Duffy. It's a score of a 9.206. The score for Scott Murray is so close to 9.183, which means your winner of the best trick competition is Greg Duffy.
That's a fantastic job by Freestyle Motocross. But Toledo, I want to know, they want to know, do you want some more? Well, TJ Tiffany, Toledo wants some more. So what do you got?
Man, we're having fun down here. You guys having fun up there or what? All right, the boys and I, we got something else coming up here for you. We're gonna do something called FMX trains. We're gonna try to get as close as we can together, get us all up in the air at the same time. I want you guys to clap your hands, stomp your feet, make some noise for the boys.
That's right, Toledo. It's time to make some noise for the boys, because it's time for the grand finale of Freestyle Motocross, where our 4 superstars will take to the skies, fly from one side of the arena to the other in a single file train formation. And we only have one rule here at Monster Jam. The louder you get, the higher they fly. So buckle up, Monster Jam fans, because they're about to take off. Engines on. As we make our way around the arena, getting ready for the FMX train. Remember, as soon as they hit that ramp, Toledo, they want to hear you make some noise. And I know that you guys can get absolutely loud. They're lining up. All right, Toledo, let's make some noise for the boys. That was a really good start. But Toledo, I know we could get louder than that. Now, I want all of you here tonight to blow the roof off of the Huntington Center. I want all of Ohio to hear you cheering for FMX as soon as they get to that ramp. Get ready, Toledo. You have a very important job right now. Warm up those vocal cords. Get your hands ready. Blow the roof off the Huntington Center. Let all of Ohio hear you. Not bad, Toledo, not bad. But me and the boys want to know if you'd like to see that one more time. One more time. Let them hear you. Toledo, you guys have been absolutely amazing. You've been a wonderful crowd. You've been very loud. I heard you. The boys heard you. You asked nicely, and you shall receive. Ryan, TJ Tiffany, Scott Murray, and of course, your best trick competition winner, Greg Duffy. Greg Duffy definitely out here dominating the competition. And I was just always wondering, because I know that it takes a while to develop tricks. So when it comes to creating a brand new one, what is it that you look for in a new trick?
Oh, I'd have to say, first you got to think of the trick that you want to do, and yeah, just go over it in your head, just keep going over it, and try to apply that into what you're doing. And yeah, countless hours into the foam pit, airbags, all that good stuff, and yeah, then you'll have your trick.
And speaking of knowing every trick, because I know that the tricks are extensive, do you feel like these newer variations of backflips are your forte?
Yeah, I'm feeling good with the backflips. Usually I'm a front flip guy, but yeah, just having fun out here with some of my best friends, performing in front of awesome fans like you guys, and man, you guys were getting loud, so thank you guys for coming out, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show.
And then speaking of enjoying the rest of the show, now I want to ask you, who do you think is going to win the overall event championship here tonight?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Have to go with the birthday boy, John Zimmer.
That is actually a very good choice. He is doing pretty good in the point standings. So hopefully your wish comes true, and so does mine. Let's give it up one more time for your best trick competition winner, Greg Duffy!
Toledo, this is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Ending strong with that two-wheel skills on those two BKTs. Give it up for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Only a couple seconds left to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
A fantastic way to kick off the freestyle competition. Montana Robbins, just 18 years old, piloting Plain Crazy and using great obstacles on the track. A great example of taking advantage of multiple spots, multiple ramps up on the pod. We've got the scores locked in to set the bar for the rest of the competition, so let's check it out. The score for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is... It's a score of a 6.591. That is the current score to beat. It's time to clear the waters. Next up, it's Angelina Knock in Megalodon.
of the water onto the track. Make some noise for Angelina Knock in Megalodon. We got less than 20 seconds left to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Angelina Knock in Megalodon looking confident out on the track here in the freestyle competition. You know what, Carlos, we really get to see her kind of finding her own way, pulling those risky moves out during freestyle. And you can see her confidence in those speedy transitions into those next moves. So excited to see what you scored that run. We got the current score to beat right now held by Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. It's a score of a 6.591. The score for Angelina Knock in Megalodon is... It's a 6.809. That is the score to beat. Next to the track, let's see those zombie arms for John Zimmer in Zombie.
And that will do it. Scores are open. Let's hear it for John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. Gotta love those zombie arms in the air, showing your support. Show your love at Judges Zone as well. He needs those scores at judgeszone.com. Only a couple seconds left.
John Zimmer in Zombie, proving in those skills, those tight transitions, and all of those maneuvers exactly why he has been behind the wheel for so long. We've got those official scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer in Zombie is a 7.594. We have a new leader.
Monster Jam fans, take a look at the video board because it is time for the Monster Jam Helmet Shuffle. Here's the way it's gonna work. We got 3 helmets on there. Watch that trophy very, very closely. The helmet's gonna move around and round and round. Pay attention and see if you can guess which helmet the trophy ends up. Drop those helmets! What do you think it is, Monster Jam fans? I see 1s, I see 2s, maybe a 3. All right, let's figure this out. Is it under helmet number 1? Nope, sorry. Let's see, it's not under number 3. If you are a Monster Jam fan that guessed number 2, good job. Pat yourself on the back. You won the Monster Jam Helmet Shuffle.
Let's see those Toro horns in the air for your next competitor, Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Could he be lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp? Scoring is open for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Holy Toledo! I've been waiting all night for a reason to say that. Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco definitely just gave us one. A Morgan & Morgan backflip. You get that. Pulls up on top of the pod. I don't think he even knew he still had more time. He's got more time. He fills the clock in an absolute crazy epic attempt to make a save in the end. A perfect freestyle run, if you ask me, but we're asking you. We got the scores locked in. Let's see what you thought, Toledo. The score for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco is a 9.509. We have a new leader.
Monster Jam fan, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Monster Jam fans, I'm over here with Caleb and Logan, who's gonna try to see how good their Monster Jam driver knowledge is. Here's how it's going to work. We're gonna play 2 truths and a lie. So we're gonna have a driver up there that's gonna tell you 3 facts. You have to find out which of those 3 is a lie. Are you guys ready? Caleb, are you ready? Logan, are you ready? All right, take a look at the video board. Let's see what we got.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, Trey Robbins, let's play. Can you guess which one of these is a lie? In the off season, I went to Knoxville. I went to California. My brother and I actually told me. If you didn't know the lie, let me do it.
All right, well, first of all, let's make some noise for Fernando Martinez, back, ready to go. Awesome job, Fernando. The crowd loves you. All right, to be honest, I was just stalling because I wanted to give you guys as much time as possible to get this one right. You guys got an answer? All right, is it A, B, or C? Which one is the lie?
C.
C is the lie. Are Montana and Triton not actually twins? Let's find out.
That's right. Me and my brother are not twins, even though a lot of people think we are. Thanks for playing. Now back to more Monster Jam.
Same team, same family, same craziness. but not twins. And because you guys got that right, I've got your very own Monster Jam plushie. That's awesome. You want a Monster Jam plushie for Megalodon? That's what's up. Look at that. How nice is he? Make some noise for their generosity and for their bravery to play a Monster Jam game.
Our next competitor needs you to get loud and proud for Jamie Sullivan in his Sparkle Smash. The clock is paused, waiting on word from our officials to see, will she be able to refire? That concludes the run. Scoring is open for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Keep up your volume, your energy, and all of it, and make sure you're locking in those scores at judgeszone.com. That 20-second clock has already started, so make sure you're hitting submit and getting your scores locked in so you can have a say. Jamie Sullivan comes out in freestyle. She decides it's time to party here in Monster Jam. A fantastic start with her confetti, but followed up by tons of throttle. We got the score locked in. Let's check and see what you thought. The score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is a solid score of 7.818 right now. That's good enough for second place.
All right, it's time for some more Monster Jam trivia. I've got Jed over here who wants to test his Monster Jam knowledge. Also, you were super excited about that last score. Was that pretty cool?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, you're gonna take a look at that video board over there, and I have a trivia question for you. If you get that right, I will give you this Grave Digger snapback. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you focused?
Yes.
Do you need some help from your friends?
No.
Not a chance. Hit it! All right, Jed, this is your question. What are Monster Jam truck bodies made out of? All right, you see, I hear some chatter around you. Do you think you have the answer? It could be A, B, C, D. You got it? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
D.
All right, let's find out if the correct answer is D. Yeah! Jed, awesome job. You have won yourself a Grave Digger snapback. Put that bad boy on. Turn around so people can see you. Yeah! Get back to the action. You know what? Let's put all of our train conductor horns in the air. Make some noise for Triton Robbins. Crazy Train. Scoring is open. Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Make some noise and go to judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores. This is the final competition of the night. We need your scores at judgeszone.com.
Triton Robbins in Crazy Train coming out, able to fill the entire freestyle clock out on the track. We see him take advantage of multiple obstacles out there. Fun little high five from competitor Angelina Knock over there. Even some congratulations from his competitors. But we want to know what you think. We got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is a solid score. It's a 6.701. Right now, that's good enough for 5th place. Next up, you know what those bells mean. Make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Is open for the black and green wrecking machine. Make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Less than 20 seconds left right now to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Matt Cody in Gravedigger driving like all the points are on the line, and that's exactly what's happening here. We see him take that truck backwards up and over the pod. You know what, there's a review camera here. Matt Cody taking it all the way, pushing it to that ragged edge. Out there making a gnarly freestyle run look easy. But let's see what you thought, Toledo, where you think it stands in line with the rest of the competition. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is, it's a 7.579, a solid score, good enough for 4th place. Final truck in freestyle. Put your hands together for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity.
skills just like he does. Give it up, John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity. Toledo, this is your last chance to lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com, you know the drill. Score now.
Keep up that energy for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. What a freestyle run. It had just about everything you think you need. We saw two-wheel action. We saw him come flying off the pod, stop into a stoppie. We saw speed. We saw so much, and all of it to land on 4PKT tires. And it all comes down to your scores. We've got them locked in. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is an 8.993. That gets him second place in freestyle, which means your winner of the freestyle competition is Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco adds 8 points to his overall score, but was it enough? Your overall event champion here today earned 8 points in the JCB racing competition and the two-wheel skills challenge. 7 points in the freestyle competition with a total of 23 overall event points. Your overall event champion is John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is your overall event champion. Toledo, give it up for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. It's overall event champion number 11 of the season for John Zimmer Jr. The 11th time he's brought home that trophy for Team Terminal Velocity, getting a congratulations from his competitor and dad out on the track. We're going to get to hear from the winner himself.
John Zimmer Jr. collecting another overall event championship towards your point lead so far, let alone on your birthday. How has this event been so far for you here tonight? It's definitely been a bit of a roller coaster for the rest of us here in Toledo.
It's definitely been an amazing night. Couldn't ask for anything better. Maybe a freestyle win, but we'll take second place because that's amazing on the points. We're sitting first in the series standings. Man, I'm planning to carry that thing all the way to the end of the season. Been doing my thing. It's been working out for me. Got an amazing crew. Got family here watching me tonight. This is a blast, man.
That's right. So let's give it up one more time and a nice happy birthday to John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. And then, of course, we cannot go anywhere without talking to our freestyle winner, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster so far with the loss of the transmission after two-wheel skills, but you definitely came out and laid one burner of a freestyle. So what is it that you look for, especially when you have to line up for something as tricky as the Morgan & Morgan backflip?
It's all about trying to one-up each of these drivers. It's an insane lineup we have here today. Toledo, you guys actually got a treat. I have to dedicate this freestyle to those crew guys over there surrounding that truck. It's not fun to break these things, honestly. It does look really cool, but with 5 events all this weekend, I already gave them a whole handful of a lot. So you guys, I appreciate you so much. And Toledo, help me give them a big round of applause. I love you guys.
That's right. A nice round of applause for our UNOH technicians and your freestyle winner, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
An incredible night culminates with John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity, winning that overall event championship, in which was such a formative weekend for these drivers, Carlos. And you got to be in the stands with the Toledo fans and feel all that crazy energy.
It's super exciting to be out there to just be a fan and get to watch it all transpire. We thought one thing, I picked Sparkle Smash, and then right from the jump, the leaderboard got all jacked up. It's just incredible how much one event can change. We still have 4 more left. I'm super excited to see what happens.
in Toledo. We couldn't have done it with all of you Monster Jam fans. We want to thank all of you who came out to be a part of our Monster Jam event. On your way out, don't forget to stop at our Monster Jam merchandise stands where you can pick up the latest Spin Master toys and our die-cast trucks and a piece of Monster Jam to take home with you. On behalf of my co-hosts, Carlos Sparks, Karina Encarnacion, my name is Keaton Stewart, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.